Hello Baldwinsville Softball. My name is Nick from Dynamic Health and Fitness, and I'd like to discuss our softball program with you. We work with softball players from youth to college, and it first starts with an assessment to identify if there's any injury risk and to get starting numbers to make sure that we're making performance gains and can track them throughout our 10 weeks of training together. So let's discuss our assessment. It first starts out with a flexibility and stability joint by joint analysis. We get to see which parts of our body are doing their job and which ones maybe need a little bit more flexibility or a little bit more strength. This helps us identify any imbalances that could potentially cause risk to injury during training or during season, but also allow us to clear up any imbalances so that way we can perform at our max potential throughout training and throughout our season. From the flexibility and stability assessment, which is specific to batting, throwing, and sprinting, we then move on to tracking and completing our first performance numbers. We then move on to our softball specific strength power assessment exercises. These involve a variety of different exercises that match the skills needed to perform on the softball field. One of which includes throwing a med ball in a batting specific motion. With this med ball exercise, we have a push band, it's called, on your arm that measures actually how forceful you can throw and swing that medicine ball. From there, we have softball specific speed and agility exercises, which involve measuring from how fast we can get to base, and also when we're in the outfield or infield, how quickly we can move in each direction to a ball. From there, which is probably our most exciting test, is going to be our Witty Sim, it's called, brain speed test. So this test measures actually how quickly our brain can react to a stimulus. So in softball, we have about 0.2 seconds once that ball leaves the pitcher's hand to be able to identify what kind of pitch it is and whether we want to swing or not and make contact with it. So our brain game, or Witty Sim, allows us to simulate that softball throw and allows us to get a score that we can then work on to improve. Because before our body can react to it, our brain has to break down what's going on in front of us to tell the body how to react. So this is brain speed. So not only are we working on flexibility, stability, speed, agility, and quickness, strength, power, but brain speed, being able to break down that pitch in front of us and make contact with it as best as possible. So after the assessment, we have all of these numbers that are our starting numbers that we're going to work on to improve. We also have our flexibility and stability results, and if there's an imbalance, we're going to build a specific program for you on our app that you can go home and work on each day. So if there's an ankle or a knee that's bothering you, or we identified that was maybe a little bit less stable, we'll build out that program specific for you so you can work on it at home. You literally log in the app, click play, and the videos will be right there for you. On top of this, you'll have a softball specific program. So flexibility, stability, strength, power, speed, agility, and quickness in this app. And these are workouts that you'll be able to work out on your time. I know all of your schedules are crazy, so this allows you to literally log in if you have exercise equipment at home, or if you belong to a Y or whatever else may be, and a lot of it will be body weight as well. You'll be able to access that anytime, anywhere, and utilize those workouts throughout the week, which is pretty exciting. They're softball specific, and they can be utilized anywhere. In addition to the softball specific program at home, you'll have access to our speed, agility, and quickness and strength, power athlete classes. These take place 4 times a week, and you can come up to all 4 of them. When we sit down and talk about your goals, we'll lay out what, based on your schedule and based on what your goals are, what classes will work best for you and when you should be attending them. And then when you should be utilizing the app in between classes or on the weekends, etc. Lastly, and again, which is probably most exciting, is you'll have access to an app through Dynamic Health and Fitness called Brain HQ. This allows you to work on brain speed and reaction time at home on your terms. Just like the workout program that we're going to give you, this is almost like a brain workout program. So then when you retest, you should be able to show improvement in how quickly, again, your brain can react to that pitch. So to recap, we have one-on-one assessments and retests. We have a softball specific at-home program for you guys, plus whatever individualized program that you need based on the assessment that we went over together. Access to our classes and the Brain Speed app. So what's really neat is if you commit and the program's 10 weeks, as long as you put in the work, you will show results. And you can ask the athletes on Baldwinsville and other schools that have been in here before you. As long as you put in the time, the results will be there. I look forward to seeing you guys in January.